What, mama? So guys, look at the studio. It's so sick. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at who's on.
They're so
look at who's on this freaking.
It's like almost a 14 ounce, 15 ounce fabric. Almost twice the thickness of what you're used to getting.
Mama.
Another important detail.
Look at who's on the TV.
Are the rivets themselves.
Talking about dungarees. Listen here, Wrangler Star.
To the real rivets.
Those are really nice.
And the hidden in the back.
I will give you that.
Was over from the...
Those are nice. The sugarcane jeans, I've looked at them before. They are nice. But I do want the jean jacket. The jean jacket, I'm getting it this year. It's like $200 and some. I want it. But nothing, in my opinion, compares to these work pants right here. 1620 workwear. These bad boys right here are just... I've had these for a year now. And they're just awesome. I wear them every single day. And they fit really nice. They're super comfortable. Cordera fabric, 1620. The pockets. These are the double knee ones. See, these ones are about $200 and something. They're a little more. Zipper here for your tools. You can put some tools in the sides. I mean, you guys see my review, but made me think of these really, really nice pants. Not a big fan of the back pockets on these, but my black ones not as good as these ones. But man, these pants are just, I don't think there's anything better than them. I always put my tools in here. You guys have any video I do, I have these on when I'm working. They're just the best. So anyway, the studio looking kind of crazy. Right there, at least. That's what I did earlier. I did the shelving for the AR, and I like it a lot. I love it. I have my books up here, my cards, my playing cards, some little puzzles and stuff like that up here. This is a really cool book. I mean, it's alchemy and mysticism, but like, look at this book, guys. Are you serious? Look at this thing. It's just an amazing book, and I like it a lot. Got my Bibles up there and stuff, but this is the Bible that I usually read, the scriptures. But yeah, the AR, I have to clean this off, obviously, but drywall dust. But man, doesn't that look awesome? I think it looks really good. And this Magpul, the see-through one, finally got one. You know, easy installation. Then I got my plate carrier hanging. And this does have a plate in it now. It's got a big old polyethylene plate in there that only weighs 2.2 pounds. It's freaking $600 just for one of those plates inside that thing. And man, but you gotta have it. Let's see what's going on in the radio waves. This is what I do with my life, by the way.
Frequency mode.
Probably a shootout or something. It won't take long for something to come on. Let's bring it downstairs, because I gotta show you guys the basement, because we have finally cleaned the basement. I took the vise out of here. We got a lot of projects going on in the house right now, so I wanted to show you guys. But this is what the new podcast studio is looking like, and this is the new view you will see. That did not take long. Last night, I confirmed this with my neighbor. I heard 4 gunshots at 4:30 in the morning. 4 gunshots that sounded like they were right outside of my window. Pop, 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 pop. I asked my neighbor, I said, yo man, did you hear some gunshots at 4 o'clock in the morning? He goes, yeah. I'm like, holy crap. It sounded like they were right out front. Ugh, I gotta get out of here. Anyway, lots of projects going on. This is something I'm doing. This is a old map of New York in Brooklyn. You guys probably seen this in some older videos. When we get down in the basement, I will show you some more maps, because I'm a map guy. But these maps in particular here are from the 50s. And they're from the Bronx here. And then we got, Brooklyn. This one's Brooklyn. So we got to get this all pieced together. That's why it's on this thing here. Trying to piece it back together. And then I'm going to frame it and hang it up in here, or maybe somewhere on the way downstairs. But isn't that just beautiful? And I'll show you some other kind of cool maps I have, but man, that is just really, really freaking cool. Am I gonna sell it? I could sell these, because these are maps from the 50s, and you're just not gonna get them like that. They're just amazing. My grandfather was a truck driver for the Pennsylvania. He was a salt truck driver or some kind of truck driver, I don't know. My father was a machinist, so that's where I get all that kind of stuff from. But lots of maps, and I just have a lot of cool stuff. I wish I had my father's old trains. My dad was a train guy. He had all them Lionel trains, the big heavy ones. And that's why I'm such a dork, I guess. Look at else I finished. I finally finished this puzzle. I finished it the other day. It's really neat, this thing. And it locks, and it has little coders, and it locks. And then when you turn these keys, this comes up, so you can hide a little something in there. So this thing is really, really cool. I like this a lot, and I just broke it, so that's cool. Okay, guess I didn't put that one piece in tight enough in the back because the ledge fell out of it, but we'll fix that later. But anyway, so that's that map deal, and pretty awesome. I'll take you guys down in the basement after we get one more look at that. Look at how cool that looks. It's just nice. Let's go into the basement, and I'll show you guys what we did, because the basement we are working on finally, and that's a big deal. I have some food prep stuff that we're doing for patron videos, food prep stuff. I did finally get my vacuum sealer, which is here. Haven't played with it yet. Got a bunch of bags to do and test and do things. You wanna go out, Mama? All right. Let's go to the basement and see what we got. I did a video on all this, but it was boring, so I'm just gonna do this. But this basement is not finished yet, but man, it was terrible. I'll throw some pictures in for you guys so you can see. It was, all right. So like I said, some of you guys will probably remember what this basement looked like before. It's a little bit more organized now. I'm not finished yet. Some clothes I still got to go over to give to the Goodwill. Still got to clean up the water and stuff from the broken pipe for the washer. But I did start to organize some of this stuff, and there's just a lot of work. I mean, I'll show you the pictures. It was really bad down here, and lots and lots of work to do, but I'm very happy with the progress that I made so far. Got a lot of my tools. I didn't install my vise yet. This is a Wilton, really nice, big old 6-incher, and this is a good vise. You need to mount it. So we're gonna be doing that, and getting this all nice and cleaned off. And this is gonna be like a little workshop for my guns and stuff, instead of doing that kind of stuff in the studio. So this is gonna be, like I said when I moved in here, another type of studio. But I'm also getting rid of a lot of stuff too, like, mainly just junky clothes and just stuff I don't need. I mean, I have a lot of good tools, giant bolt cutters and caulking guns, heat guns. I mean, every man needs a vise. All right, everybody needs a vise. I have lots of nuts and bolts and assortment of nuts and bolts, and all in these and in here. These are probably what I'll use for the vise. These are big old hardened steel bolts. Actually, they may be a little bit too big, but something like that. Then I have a bunch of assortment of screws and nuts from my shop. More down here in these cabinets, so hockey equipment, and then yard stuff. But all of this is going to be organized. But now that it's not such a treachery like it was, we can get started on having a nice little workshop down here. And it's going to be pretty cool down here when I get finished with it. I just have lots of organizing to do. Like, I'm just trying to this is all just miscellaneous tools I've collected over the years that I don't even use anymore. I mean, there's an old paint gun wrench in there, and I have all my old paint gun stuff and body shop stuff all mixed in here. This big heavy one. There's welding blankets. I think that's over here with my chain. I have a lot of heavy duty chains in there for frame machines and pulling, and good chain, and welding blankets and vices are all good stuff to have. I have big thick pieces of steel inside here that I got to dig out. This thing here, this is something that not most men are gonna have, but this is a tool that pays itself off, and it's weight in gold right there. This is a Porter Power, and these things are just, it's awesome. Probably should take this out and maintenance it and put new hydraulic fluid in it and stuff like that, but I have to get the chance to do that. But these are awesome. And I gotta put it back together. But yeah, lots of stuff to organize yet still. DeWalt buffer. I got lots and lots of tools, so down here we can make a pretty cool little workshop, a gunsmithing shop. I got a bunch of old freaking holsters to go through, and just all kinds of different stuff. Some of my main tools that I use mostly are going to be in this box that I have here. And of course we have, you know, the biggest necessities are going to be in this one, and you know, some laser stuff, a really good Phillips angle, and you know, just some basic stuff in there. But a lot of my really good stuff is also in here too for the house that I need to go over. These are a pair of Nipex bolt cutters, and obviously this is not a lot of tools for the house yet, but definitely will get the job done for what you need. And a lot of this stuff is probably just going to be just keeping in their storage containers over there, and we'll organize all this stuff and get the vise mounted, because you know, that's a vital part of gunsmithing and having this big old anvil and all kinds of stuff. I do have my leather bag that was able to salvage from the water damage. It got a little screwed up, but we are going to clean this thing up, and it should work just fine. It's a very, very expensive leather bag, and it should clean up just fine. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not destroyed, but we got to get on that soon before it gets real bad. So I got to look up some videos on how I would do that, and we'll clean this thing up in this leather bag. I just like that bag a lot, so I don't want to destroy it. In the flood damages, a couple things got ruined that were pretty important to me. One being my diploma. So that's here, my high school diploma just got completely destroyed. So pretty bummed out about that. But you know, what happened is this pipe right here, the seam right here is cracked. You can see it a little bit, it's broken. And every time I use the washer, water just flies everywhere, and it caused a lot of damage, which then made me get up off my ass and clean the basement. So now we're gonna have a nice little workshop, and should be cool when it's done. And like I said, some of the maps that I have are up here, and I got a ton of these really old maps to make stuff out of. Delaware, Montgomery County, that's Pennsylvania, Baltimore. Just, these ones aren't that great, but this one's pretty cool because that's an old mobile one. We got a lot of them. I think one of these might be a whole eastern seaboarder map here. This looks like, yep, here's the eastern United States map from Esso. I mean, that's an old map right there, guys. It's all ripped up, but really good. New Jersey, New York City, and vicinity. And actually, inside here, here's the Pennsylvania map. That's a full state map. Good to have if you laminate it. Actually, this one might be the one I put probably in my living room or something once I frame it. So it's going to be really cool little projects to make. And then here are the good ones here. Pennsylvania, 1965, New England, all written on Exxon with the tiger. New York, and there's Atlantic City. The original expressway map is also inside here. If this would have got ruined in the flooding, I would have been really pissed off. And that's why these are in this case, because these are really old. They're worth money. And, you know, I just like maps, so these are really cool to have. All kinds of old information. This is my father's bar. My father was real into trains. He was, oh, look at this guy. Hockey. That's my father's bar that he built. And my father was a machinist. On the other side of this bar was his trains, and his trains were just amazing. Look at all these pictures of, I wish I still had this place. Marilyn Monroe, and it's Marilyn right there, you can see her. My father was, more pictures over this side. We had some mobsters over there, some really cool old pictures, and just, that basement was amazing. The other side of it was a big train set. We have here Common League and ice hockey. Jeez, haven't seen these pictures in long time. Anyways, so yeah, that's the maps and Marine Corps thing here. What's this thing? These are the covers. These are, oh, another Bronx. Oh, that's the covers that they came in. So I saved those, Bronx and Brooklyn. That's gonna go on the bottom part of that map that you've seen upstairs. So you'll be able to know where they are. And these are just really cool, the covers. And as you can see, these cost 50 cents. And that is crazy. So maps are what? $15 now or something. Well, some writing on this one, my grandfather writing coordinates down, or gas prices, or whatever he's trying to do. So there you have it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoy the little future workshop video. And yeah, that's it. See you guys later.